Hey everyone's Leo Young, and we're gonna change it up a bit. Usually we do I think our longest podcast was 2 hours, so we were supposed to be doing a J.T. plays, but just out of safety, we're gonna do this normal podcast for 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah. So that way, in case we do not get our J.T. plays out, we'll at least have this podcast. With me, I have Orbital Spirit as always.
It's your He-Man
And Kid Wicked.
Yo.
So really, there's been a lot going on this week, from Star Wars getting its own new trilogy and a live-action TV show to DC Universe Online's Multiverse edition. No thingy.
Wait. They're doing another trilogy?
Yeah, not related to Skywalkers.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
I don't know.
They're doing too much.
I don't know why people are surprised. They said this a long time ago. They even said it. We're going to release a Star Wars movie once every year. This is not new to me.
I mean, I guess they figured it was only going to be part of the new trilogy and not what they literally meant, like once every single year.
No, it seems like it, because I think Han Solo was supposed to take over next year. That way they can make the next movie.
I'm doing what you don't like, Blur. I'll be back.
I don't like it when people walk away from the podcast. It upsets me. For obvious reasons. Mainly because there's so few people on, there's so few personalities on, that it leaves me with people like Gold and Dante, who, while nice people, cannot hold a conversation unless it's anime related or something about my drink tasting a little funny. That's for you, Gold. I miss you, Gold. So, until Orbital comes back, and since I wanted to talk about it, but Orbital is not the right dude, I recently started playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and by recently I mean in the last hour. I love it so far. I love how he holds his sword. I don't know why.
Right?
It's the smallest thing, just like he holds his sword like a savage. Everyone else held it so proper, he's just yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to kill your ass. Yeah.
Is that I'm loving the whole story. I thought I accidentally clicked the skip button in the beginning because it was
yeah, I thought I did too. I got so scared. I'm like, oh no, did I fuck up? Oh!
Exactly. For some reason my brain was like, did the person who bought me this game buy me the edition where it skips everything? You don't get to play. Then all of a sudden I see bald version of me. I'm like, okay, we're gonna start. And then I'm fighting friggin' the one dude from 300, friggin' 7 foot tall basketball LeBron James looking person.
Gladiator.
Do they ever explain who these people are? This dude's you killed my master and left me for dead. And I was like, who are you? I don't know you.
Are y'all talking about Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
Yeah, and the first
fuck that shit. No,
it'll take a half hour,
about that.
But they'll explain it. It takes a good half hour into the game, but they eventually do explain all that. I don't want to spoil it for you.
That was ridiculous when I was wow, this is fucking hard. All right,
I was so confused.
All right, sorry, Orbital. Orbital doesn't like Assassin's Creed or Metal Gear Solid. He doesn't like anything that the world likes.
Yeah.
You should have heard what he said about the Black Panther posters.
Oh my god. We don't
I was sitting on the toilet, and then I just thought about it, and I died laughing. I was like, what is wrong with him?
Because it's true.
You know,
it's not at all.
It's not. True. What? Hold up. Let me figure out if I can find the beep thing for the audio, so I can just go beep. What slaves have you ever seen look that perfect?
From Zimbabwe. That's they.
What the hell?
They clothe their slaves.
What the hell?
So they don't think they're slaves, but they actually are.
Somewhere out there, the colonel's like, I knew it.
I knew it.
First of all, second of all, third of all, I don't know. The colonel is a part of our life. Eighth of all, the colonel is a part of our life. No matter where I was. Did I tell you the story of how I saw the dude?
Yeah. I believe so, yes.
I'm gonna tell it again. So I don't think I said it on a podcast. I was walking towards my Kroger. All right, and then all of a sudden, like I see some gray over a car, and my brain was like, yo, hold up, stop. Something don't feel right about that gray head. I was like, it couldn't be. So I started. So randomly, like no cars were coming, but I was swerving in the street. Let me tell you, I was walking in like. I was serpentining in the street trying to see who it was. I was like, who is... It can't be. No, impossible. Turn the fucking car. It's freaking Colonel sitting there with a box of KFC. And I was like, this can't... They're
doing like auditions now.
Real life.
This isn't real life.
This isn't real life.
I took a picture of him and all he did was give me the good old-fashioned Colonel grin and go back to talking to the dude.
he was like, you're next.
And so he was like, I know what you want to do. I was like, I sent that picture to Gold and I sent it to Ashley and she was like, oh my god, did you show Wicked? I was like, I'm already doing it. I have Gold on it.
I remember, that was funny.
Gold posted in shit post and I was like, Gold, this belongs in CNN.
Yeah, it's not shit.
This is just
it's news.
Exactly, like I was even telling Wicked, I was like, listen, Wicked, we need to make the extra crispy Colonel a main villain for the J.T.A. machinima if we ever have the chance, because he's he's too perfect. We've created such a great personality around him. We have the voice. It's like we know who he is.
Captain Colonel.
Oh,
yeah, it would just be a waste to just like not use the character. Oh shit!
What happened?
Oh, sorry, I'm playing Assassin's Creed right now,
wow.
And I am like. I just landed in the middle of a...
I'm not a fan of the... Sorry, Orbital. This is just a small thing. I'm not a fan of the free running system, like how he jumps. I'm a little wicked.
Can't you climb anything, though?
Yeah, but it's like the way... Okay, so Assassin's Creed 1 through, I want to say, Revelations, you at least had a stronger jump. Like, you could feel the hop. This time, it just feels a little like...
Is it a bunny?
Yeah, like a bunny.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a light leap.
Yeah, a light... Like, imagine LeBron James leaped. How graceful he looks. Now play that. Like,
yeah,
it's just
basically. Basically.
All right, so let's see. The Colonel.
I mean,
oh yeah. For all of you who don't know, yes, we are probably, if you're even still listening, we are doing a J.T.A. machinima.
Yep.
At one point, after Wicked finally finishes those scripts for the DC Universe Online one.
Yeah, where's the scripts at, boy?
Why do you try him?
Your boy?
Whatever. Also, quick question. What is Bob Newby?
I can't do that because, it's a spoiler for people that watches Stranger Things.
Oh.
If you're still watching it, bleep this out. Bob Newby dies. A hero.
I have no clue who that dude is, but okay. Never watched it. Nope.
No, I forgot. Goonies?
Nope.
You don't know the Goonies?
Heard of them. Never watched them.
I don't know. Lord of the Rings?
Nope.
Okay, then never mind. You don't know this.
Okay, it's not like I'm on the computer. I can look them up. All right, so
no, you're not on. This guy.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Wicked. All right, let's see. Let me think. There was so much I wanted to talk about. There was the Star Wars. There was the Snapchat. Right. I don't want to talk about news on this podcast. I have a YouTube channel based around news, which is why I'm good with news, and I want to talk about it there. But I got no choice. So Snapchat is getting a redesign.
But it doesn't look like you showed it.
Yeah, what I showed you guys was it was the bottom one that Wiki didn't recognize. That was the Orbital. Please eliminate that baby.
Oh, that looked atrocious.
Anyways, so the new design, basically, it puts your private messages and your friend snaps all in one place. Like, you swipe to the left, you're going to see your friends' messages and their snaps at the same time. If you swipe to the right, you're going to see company snaps and internet celebrity snaps and stuff like that. Which is where they're allowed to monetize their videos, because that's what we're about.
Oh yeah, they are having ads on their shit now.
Oh,
and so that's pretty much how it is. My friend wrote an article somewhere. I could look it up, but I think you get the gist. Like, all of your friend stuff is more collected into one area, which is to the left. Swipe right, like Tinder, you're going to get all the company stuff. I'm not 100% sure when you swipe left. I mean down or up. I guess it's the same. Like you get the settings.
Yeah.
You mean what?
This feels.
Hold up, I gotta lower you because them some strong S's.
Sorry.
Feels kinda.
But it feels like they're overcomplicating the whole system. To me, at least, it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I don't know. I guess they felt like they needed a change.
Probably.
But it is broke.
Houseway.
You wasn't there when nobody could log in?
Nope.
I was doing just fine.
Yeah, I couldn't even log in. I logged out, couldn't log in for like a whole day.
Oh wow.
One whole day. That's what I'm saying, like one whole day.
It's a whole day. Yeah. It's a lot though.
All your streaks died.
Nah. Never that.
I was texting this afternoon. It was like, "Hey, you want to start streaks?" And I was like, "What the hell are streaks?" Because I still don't know what they are.
You want to start a streak?
Everybody keeps trying to explain it to me, and my brain's like, "Yeah, that's useless information. Get it out of here."
It's basically just a bunch of pictures daily.
He said that one pic a day, and I was like, "Sure." Then I got the pic, and I was like, "I'm not sending you a response type of pic to this." Thank you. Screenshot goes in the sacred folder.
That's why whatchamacallit. That's why I just take a picture of black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take a picture of a black screen.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
So what does this get you? What does the streak get you? Does it get you points or something?
Nothing.
Yeah.
You guys are wortherless then. If that's your idea, it's like let's get a streak going. Just send a black picture. Care about streak.
I just do it. Just to do it.
It boosts your snap score, and that's about it.
That's stupid.
Like the more streaks, more streaks you have, the higher the score you get. But at the same time, it's like,
that's I didn't even know that.
Oh right.
I mean, when you think about it, it's just as arbitrary as like Twitter followers.
That is true. Actually, Twitter followers are good when you want to start a cult.
Yeah.
But speaking of cults, did you know that we are now able to sell our PlayStation trophies for in-game currency?
Wait, really?
Soon, yes. This is what Sony is planning to do.
What do you mean?
Wait.
Okay, so you know those points? Like I'm gonna use Xbox because I like their achievement system a little bit better. So you know how you get achievements and you get like gamer scores and all that?
Yeah.
Well, imagine if those gamer scores turned into in-game currency where you could go into the Xbox Live store and start buying stuff.
It's gonna be like a penny.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be like a penny.
Oh no, it's in-game currency. So it's like. Wicked, you started. Wicked. Yeah, that's how you're saying it sounds.
It's more like punch down on you.
Okay, you're good. But yeah, for the PS. Thank you, Wicked.
Where you at?
He's at home or with people, I guess. He said he was using his phone, so he's moving around. Should have put himself on mute a while ago. But yeah, for the PlayStation, they are planning to allow us to the trophies we get. You know how they give you like numbers? Is like, oh, this trophy's like, yes, so on and so forth. You're going to be able to turn that into like a type of currency where you can go into the PS Plus or PSN store and basically buy stuff.
Well, what could you buy? I think it would just be like backgrounds, avatars. That's it.
I'm not sure. They haven't implemented it yet. They are in the works. If you want, you can look it up yourself. I'm definitely going to look through it a little bit more, but I'm kind of curious to see how that will work. I feel like that's a good idea because just like for me, that's one reason I never really wanted to get achievements. It's just like they don't do anything for me.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they're pretty
ego.
They're pretty pointless, pretty much.
It's good that they're finally giving them a goal or a purpose in life.
Thing about it is, I think the way this could work, because when you think about it, there's a really big issue with like buying games and marketers profiting off of certain games now. But a way around that would be just to basically allow the in-game currency that we get from selling the trophies to go towards older games. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, say I got hella trophies, sold all of them, and have a bunch of in-game currency. I could buy Saints Row 4 instead of, newer games like, I don't know, Sonic.
They're probably gonna let you get a demo.
Sonic Forces is a good game. Let me just tell you that. Sorry.
Yeah, it is a good game, but it's really short.
I don't know. I just saw some dude play it for 15 minutes. I was like, this is a good game.
Yeah, it looks.
My brother beat it in a day.
Yeah, I told you it's really short.
And he beat Mario Odyssey in a day. So.
Oh, that's disappointing. That's disappointing.
I went to Target, saw my friend play Mario Odyssey. It looks so good. It was beautiful.
It was good.
But then again, he was playing on a 4K TV, so you never know.
But I don't have a Switch, so I'm not gonna support Nintendo because I don't like Nintendo like that.
Why not? What's wrong with the Nintendo? It's their model for YouTube, isn't it? You pop up one video and they demonetize you.
Well, they do?
Oh yeah.
They don't demonetize you. The moment you pop up a Nintendo video, they take all revenue. They'll let ads play, but they'll take the money from you.
I don't support it. I don't support that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't because if you sign up, even if you have like a partnership with Nintendo, guess how much they take from you?
All of it.
70% of your profit.
That's all. So if you get a penny,
they get.
they get.
They'll still run ads on your channel, and the reason is because there's no way you're going to get a penny because it's a Nintendo game. Everybody is going to look for it.
Everybody's going to look for it.
And excuse me.
So
$10. And the reason a lot of YouTubers are angry about it is because they're the ones who is marketing the game. Like if I had never seen, I would never see Sonic Forces in a Walmart or a game store like that. Because have you noticed that they no longer allow you to play demos at Walmart?
Yeah, because
working demos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like then I have no reason to play it. Then I don't know what it's going to look like. A YouTuber pops up. They're the marketers. They're like, hey, this is the game. This is what it looks like. I'm going to get us some share. A million people watch this game. I'll get let's say $5,000. And a million people go and buy the game. The company gets 60 times a million. $60 million. That seems like a fair deal, doesn't it?
Not if you're on Twitch, though.
On Twitch? No, we're talking about YouTube. I don't even know what they do with Twitch.
You just get the money. It doesn't matter. I don't think you can stream Nintendo.
Yeah, a lot of the time they go you're not allowed to do this. But yeah, back to the YouTube. If the YouTuber does that, it's it seems like a fair profit. I get $10,000 from the views. You get $60 million. But Nintendo looks at it like it's our game. We're taking that $10,000 too, boy. So it's we made the game.
Yeah. You got to pay us for playing it. That's basically.
Yeah, pretty much. This is a pain in the behind, and a lot of people do not support Nintendo just for that type of reason. Machinima protects a lot of their YouTubers. That's one good thing about them. They protect their YouTubers from Nintendo, but independent ones, even ones with companies like Achievement Hunter, they get affected by Nintendo. So it's it's kind of worrisome, which is it's shady. The way they do it.
Well, when you think about it, Nintendo's not exactly making a whole lot of money right now.
Yep, they're not.
I mean, look at how.
Oh no, this has been since the beginning. Do you know what they first did in YouTube? They went off. They destroyed so many YouTube channels years ago when people started playing their games. They were Grim Reaper.
That's right. So, do they take all your money, all your videos, just all the videos that you?
That's monetized.
No. I'm sorry. No. If you're not monetized, they will monetize your video.
Wow.
They're like, nah, you can't monetize your own shit, boy. You got. Yeah. Wow. So you can't.
Suddenly, I'm thankful.
If we started playing, we're not allowed to monetize because we need 10,000 views. If you didn't know that, that's the thing. YouTubers need 10,000 views to monetize. Lifetime views.
Wow.
If we played a Mario game, Nintendo will walk up and go monetization. And all the revenue goes to them.
because that's a business right there. Even though I like them for Smash, but that's it.
That's extortion. That's what it is. What were you saying, Wicked? Like it's a business model or something? No, wait, no, that was you, Orbital. What was
that? Was me. They're a business. They got to do it.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Y'all pretty much answered my question.
All right. But yeah, Nintendo's just can't. Never play a Nintendo game. If we do, broken one. Saw one on X
Super Mario.
No, I saw a Peach video game
online
on X video. It's a pretty good looking game.
What?
Yeah, exactly what it sounds like.
X video.
Yeah.
Game.
Like Peach had to protect her kingdom. You can kind of guess. Those Goombas. What?
Okay.
He's laughing. He's laughing because he's seen it.
Yep.
I'm laughing because I pieced it together. It took me a minute too.
Okay. I like how he was waiting to hold that. He was holding that. He was holding that laugh, and then he clicked the button. Ha ha ha. All right.
This is a delicious calzone.
This is a delicious sandwich.
Oh shoot, calzone! I used to eat that up in school.
I never had a calzone.
Never?
No. Hey, Orbital, I'm gonna need you to talk about random crap for the next 20 seconds. I'm about to take a bite out of my sandwich.
Well, how about that airplane food? Well, Stranger Things, it ended. Pretty.
It ended the day it came out.
it just ended. Now I'm waiting for season 3.
Right.
Let's see what's happening.
We gotta wait a whole another year.
Yeah, we got it.
Season 3.
Only thing I wish happened was I got to see. I forgot the black dude and the teeth dude's name.
Lucas is the black dude. I don't know the teeth.
Yeah, the
I
teeth
don't
dude.
He's his name.
It's just
Right.
But I want to see more of them.
Right? They were funny.
All right, I'm back.
Comic relief.
Good sandwich. Real good sandwich.
You're a good sandwich.
Thank you, Orbital. I'll take that as a sexual compliment. Let's see. Nintendo, Assassin's Creed. What else did we talk about? All right, we were DC Universe. That was the main topic. So DC finally released some quote unquote groundbreaking content. Did you guys get an email from DC Universe Online on your Gmail saying, "Hey, you mind answering the survey?"
Yeah.
What about you, Wicked?
I haven't checked.
I didn't do it though.
I did. And the thing was, one of the questions was, does the artifacts update? Do you feel the artifacts update? I don't want to say saved. I forgot the exact word, but I'm going to say save. Do you think the artifacts update saved DC Universe Online? And I was like, no.
Hell no.
It didn't. It's just...
It can take it'll need a lot to save it. Let me put it like that.
Yeah, because Grant...
What is the artifact?
I'll tell you, Grant contacted me and he said, do you know what the artifacts update is? I was like, no. What? He says it's based off of Batman Metal. That's the way he's saying it. But from
pretty much.
But from the looks of it, the way the devs are forming it is based off of mystical artifacts because Constantine's the one that's involved with it.
Yeah.
However, you remember the main mission for Batman was to find nth metal, which apparently originally was magic metal. So you can take it either way, but for me it's really if your idea of what do they do again? They just upgrade your armor, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If the idea that upgrading your armor is going to save your entire game, don't forget the reason I stopped gaining so much CR is because it's I could buy DLC 12, then DLC 15, and just jump 13 and 14. You don't need armor that much. Yeah. That's why I stopped modding. Because why am I going to spend hours looking for this mod, putting this mod in, go to the next duo, find gear that's just going to take up this place? It's just not worth it. So now all of a sudden I'm getting these artifacts that I can put in my gear. That being said, I don't know how the artifacts work. I don't know if you can take them out of gear or not, but I'm assuming that you can't.
I don't think you can.
It looked like it was just like how gear is. They had a little slot. That's what I saw.
DC. It's kind of weird too because water does the job. Let me tell you, water gets it done. It just looks really poor.
Bad, yeah.
Like I knew it was going to look sad because like a reason I'll get to later. But when Ashley saw it, she was like, "Wow, I'm disappointed." I was like, "I knew this was going to happen."
I mean, yeah.
Don't get your hopes up. Like water is one of the hardest. Yeah, water is one of the hardest things to animate in the first place. So I don't know what you were expecting. Like it's to the point where lantern leagues are just calling water users blue lanterns at this point.
Because it looks like.
I mean, that was my idea.
Yeah, they're literally like lantern leagues. Like, yeah, we're back now that we have the blue lanterns. Like, where's their ring? It's like, oh, their rings don't glow. They're not that hopeful, you know. They're just. It's like, why do they all make water constructs? They're all from a water planet. Get over it, Blur. Whatever. But it's that's why I believe the deletion of DC Universe Online on the PS3 is the best way to go.
Because now they can add more.
Now they can do more because I complained about it a year ago. I think I was the only Justice Team who ever really complained. It's like, oh, the PS3, and nobody really understood. It's like, if you start looking at it now, like,
it's pretty much holding it back.
Yes, the PS3. If you look at the PS3, I don't even have to open that much. Look at the PS3 menu versus the Xbox. Look at the PS3 menu versus the PlayStation 4 menu. It's like they're night and day. One is so old now, it just can't keep up. At least, like with the PC, you can update a PC, you can upgrade a PC. With the current situation, people are saying the Xbox One and all these Xbox Ones and the PlayStation 4 are going to be the last consoles for a very long time. So
probably.
So to put DC Universe Online in these consoles and keep it with PlayStation 3, that would hold them back so bad. But now that they're gone, it's like they can push the envelope as far as they want. They can make animations better. They can do better for character creations. They can do all this stuff. They can make
better content.
We'll see about that. Because don't forget, when DC Universe Online came out in the first place, the PlayStation 3 was cutting edge tech, and the content was still a little weak.
Okay.
Why you diss my game like that?
But I do agree.
We were on the same game. We came from the same place.
I do agree with Ash's idea about updating the character creation.
I said that first. You copied me.
Oh, no,
I do agree with both of your idea.
They're gonna be
the character creation. And I swear, if they don't add in Atlantis by the end of the decade, I'm gonna hurt somebody.
See, my idea was for character creation. What I wanted to see was a better like starting point. I wanted my new character to come out without abs. I just wanted a flat, kind of chubby looking dude, or not chubby, but like a flat, basic looking dude. And as I grow through my levels, it's like, oh, he's getting taller. Oh, he's getting muscle. Oh, he's getting more lean. You know,
because
basically like J.T.A. San Andreas.
Yeah, like when I started with Blur, like Blur looked like he just won a weight contest. Like,
yeah, I want a fat dude.
Yeah,
I want a fat little kid.
It's like the closest you can get to that right now is the brute small.
Yeah, no, that's disturbing because it's like a very small buff midget.
Pretty much.
You want to fight him because you
said you don't like that. You don't like that in the league.
I don't know who keeps thinking about this.
I do.
Like think about all of our characters together and then that.
Yeah, he beats the little Hulk.
That's just creepy though, Orbital. You don't understand.
I mean, if you want like a big dude per se, like a muscle guy, make it a striker small.
Oh wait, good idea would be in Champions Online you could buff your character up. I think it would be a good idea to add that type of customization. Not just customization for your character, but for like, I know they didn't want to do customization for powers because people would get confused, you know? It's like, oh, you can color your fire. If you color it green, you're going to be green fire. Some people
and then all the animations would get all confused.
Well, not confused, but it's like people would confuse the powers. Like, is this person shooting fire or are they doing nature? So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But at least you can add more better animations. Like, oh my goodness. Because I don't think anyone remembers this, but skimming was not the only power new movement power they wanted to add. They wanted to add this weird thing that happened with grappling hooks. They wanted to have vines that you could shoot out your hands and then like swing around the city with.
I mean, all they really had to do was do the grappling thing and change the animation.
That was the idea, but apparently they didn't. That's it. It's either they didn't want to or they couldn't, but they just didn't. I have hope. I hope that them just removing the PlayStation 3 like isn't a spur of the moment thing, and they've been plotting this out for a while because if it is something they just made up out of the blue, it's like they don't have a plan. There's mold in this. I gotta throw it away. They gotta. Let me think of a better way. If they just randomly went like one day, let's toss it out. That means they probably don't have any future plans to add anything big, or or they're looking back at all the stuff that they wanted to do and it's like we couldn't do it because of PlayStation 3. Now it's gone. Now we can do what we need to do and make this the cinematic trailer that everybody saw in the beginning. Because DC Universe Online, I don't think it's dead. And I think
it's dying.
The only reason it's safe is because the DC movies and comic books.
Pretty much.
Like if it wasn't
actually not even the comics, just the movies.
I feel like the comics have some aspect. You can definitely tell based off the storylines that they keep pulling out, but even
I'm saying Rebirth is really good, but it's
Justice League Rebirth is crap.
Yeah.
I don't know what is wrong with them. They put all the good Justice League into the movie.
They were probably out of ideas.
I hope they did because like I'm looking at Twitter comments about Justice League and none of it is good.
Oh, about the movie?
Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of reviews from Twitter about Justice League and it's not good.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already knew it was gonna be bad.
I'm hoping that these people are just like negative. It's like they're like hardcore Marvel fanboys, and okay. So the reason I love Marvel so much, I never really said it is like, oh, I stick with Marvel and I follow them because the very first comic I read from Marvel was a 9/11 comic, and that stuck in my head so much because it's not like 9/11. It was all these Marvel heroes and villains working together to put the city back. Dr. Doom cried, and I was like, this is a very powerful book. I was so young, I didn't understand, but it was like, this man with a metal mask is crying. Why?
Why?
And so it was like, ever since then, it's like, I've just been following Marvel because I want to see something like that. I know they can do that. For DC, I'm not seeing any of that. Like,
DC will probably have a war over it.
How dare you!
How dare you?
That was our time.
I mean, something like that basically did happen with Injustice, but at the same time, when you think about it, same thing happened with Marvel's Civil War story. So,
in my opinion, it looks like this to me. While DC, I don't know because I was gonna say DC has this horrible habit of just doing 9/11s every few weeks, where they just knock a building down or a few blocks. But then I remember this one comic from World War Hulk, where Ghost Rider's literally pulling down buildings. I was that's a bit extreme, don't you think?
I mean, it's the Hulk, and he's super pissed off. Guy just lost a wife and child.
But it was the Ghost Rider, though. He was the one pulling the buildings down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going up against a pissed off Hulk who's lost his wife and child. Look what the fuck Superman did when that happened to him.
Man, that's Superman. Superman's a bitch. Superman's weakness is a fucking green rock.
Martian Manhunter's weakness is fire, even though it's psychosomatic.
You having fun over there at Wendy's, boy?
I mean... Okay.
But yeah,
I'm good to talk now.
Back to DC. Other than their artifacts and their removal of the PlayStation 3, I am kind of excited for this upcoming DLC with Earth 3. I am a little worried though, because one thing about Earth 3 is I didn't see this live stream. Did you?
I did not.
I should probably look it up because I'm hoping that it's based off of our Earth, like the DC Universe Online Earth. Because if it isn't, it's just Earth 3. It's not the Earth 3 where more superheroes and villains just popped up. It's just Earth 3. Not only that, I think the only characters they're showing are Owlman, Ultraman,
Johnny Quick, and Superwoman. They don't show Power Ring.
They're only showing those four. Wonder Woman because
they don't show Power Ring, Grid.
They don't show any.
Sea King, none of that.
Yeah,
Deathstorm, nope.
They're not showing the Crime Society. That's basically it. They're showing like the 4 top members, and I don't even remember Johnny Quick being one of the 4 top.
He's. I mean, there's. As far as any Justice League team goes, there's always the top 5: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Flash.
I've been talking all this time.
The rest of the members are interchangeable.
I didn't know I was still muted.
What were you saying?
Damn.
Superwoman.
Yeah.
Who's
Is that really all you said?
Mm-hmm.
Superwoman?
Okay, Superwoman is like the evil
going
version of Wonder Woman in other universe.
See, the one thing is...
So y'all could... Wow.
The one thing is, I've seen it. Meps freaking showed it. There is a world they have built based around our characters where our characters are low-level villain versions of ourselves. Like, Meps was over here showing one of his, like, I think a power or something. It was like, he was in a world, it was like a character's name with a number next to it. And the idea was these were like, the DC Universe Online system would copy your character, like the design of your character, and just place it on a body, on a low-level body, alright? And they're just in some other server. So there literally is an Earth 3 in DC Universe Online.
Within the game, yo. That's...
You know what they should
amazing.
do?
They should use it, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They should copy your body, like your whole outfit.
That's what they do, Orbital. That's what I just said.
I thought
Yeah.
you said it was just a random body. I was like,
no, they put your character's look on a random body. Yeah, but it's still like there's an AI version of Blur running around looking like Bizarro, literally standing like Bizarro with his legs backwards.
I am Bizarro.
Imagine just how badass that would be. Like there are so many things they could do with that.
Yeah. I guess it's not 100% like accurate, but how hard would it be to do that? Like literally just create a server with copied characters. Wait, never mind, because the server would probably copy every single character that exists.
Yep.
Yeah, and that would just it would crash.
They should do the top people, top.
Yeah.
That would
Actually, that could work. People. Yeah, that would really work because then more and more people would strive to make their leagues better and their characters stronger so that they could get an appearance or show up as an enemy. Yeah, that would
bring me back into it. No, it wouldn't bring me back into it because I still don't have a good computer. Apparently I'm getting a new one, so yeah.
That'll bring the league back into it though.
Save the game.
That would bring in competition. I don't want competition. Yeah. Never mind, let the game die.
It's PvP.
Isn't that a good thing?
I don't know.
Isn't that a good thing?
I kind of want both worlds to come back, PvP and PvE, but I don't know. Like, if you go back on DC Universe Online, like, literally you'll see, like, a couple other leagues based around us, and I was like, whatever. Like, I'm afraid that if I log back in one day and they're going to be like, oh, wow, the Justice teams. I haven't seen you before. He's like, I haven't seen you before. You guys new around here? And I have to be like, oh my god. History's time.
Oh my god.
Nah, bitch, we ain't young.
He's like, I'm gonna sit him down and like, sit on Grandpa's lap. Let me tell you where you came from. You thought you was the first?
There's gonna be another one.
Yo, can you imagine? We got other versions of all of us, like sidekicks type shit.
That'd be great. It's like, you thought you was the first?
Yo, imagine they have their own kernel.
Captain,
who the hell are you?
That's the Penguin. Who the hell are... That's that Cat Williams Riddle version. Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
I'm sorry. Riddle me this. Who the hell are you? Could you imagine that if he made a mistake?
Riddle me this. Who the hell are you?
Could you imagine that? I was talking to myself about that in the shower. Again, off topic, but didn't the Riddler get fixed? Wasn't it just a tumor in his head that was making him do all this? There was a legitimate reason why he was insane. I think there was a cancer or tumor in his brain that just made him do riddles and stuff. And then
I know it's
and they got rid of it, and he was like, "Thanks, Batman, I'm out."
I'm done. I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, I know it was definitely involuntary. Like, I know he had a mental illness, as it turned out, and it wasn't just like a unhealthy fixation. Like, he was legit sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it was the tumor.
Yeah, so it was like I need to look back into why he's back. It's not. I hope I don't go and read and it's like, oh, he put the tumor back in his head. Like that's DCUO.
He was feeling so lonely without the riddle.
Put it back in my head.
I was like, put it a little bit deeper. I want to make more extravagant riddles. I want to know I look good in purple. Wait, no. Oh, I never noticed that. The Joker and the Riddler are inverted colors.
Pretty much, yeah.
But Jim Carrey played the Riddler. So
what does that have to do with anything?
I mean, Riddler is basically a serious version of Joker.
Or is the Joker a serious version of Riddler?
Or is Jim Carrey both of them?
You mean a Joker version?
That would suck. He wipes his face off and puts a little bowler hat on. Batman.
Oh shit!
Because he did a bad.
Yo, I remember.
Why are you bringing this up?
I'm just remembering.
Historian uploaded a video from back in the day, like way back in the day, where like Batman, like the Batman from different multiverses died or whatever, and like at his like funeral, it was weird. All right, basically, here's what happened: Batman died. And at his funeral, all his supervillains and shit showed up, and all all the Bat family and everything. Yeah, and it turns out that every time he dies, he gets reincarnated as another Batman in a different universe.
Retarded.
And like in one of the universes, Batman wasn't actually a vigilante; he just thought he was, and the whole time Alfred was the Joker.
I was just letting them beat him up.
Basically, yeah.
They tried
That's exactly what he was doing.
They tried that in what was it? In the New 52, they were like Batman was. I think you're talking about the same story. It was like I don't know what that story was about. I think he was just like having a near-death experience.
I don't know.
If they were, I
thought it was just like a one-off.
No, I think it was a near-death experience, and if it was, I hope they played it right. I can go find it. I hope it was like Batman was literally just facing his fears, like, what if this is the truth? Oh yeah, I think that was the idea, is like he was trying to figure out who actually killed his parents, because the Court of Owls was a thing. Because he's like, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, Court of Owls was fucked up.
Yeah.
Got him questioning everything and shit.
Well,
bitch ass.
I don't know. We'll probably see the Court of Owls one day in the DC. I don't know. I don't really like DC Universe Online's content. I mean DLC content. While this new one seems fun, I really need to see the Twitch stream. I do feel they need to focus more on smaller characters. Like, come on. Excuse me. I know I complain a lot. Is like, why did they add the Legends of Tomorrow? They do not need to exist in this universe. But really at least focus on Shazam. He's over there in the Chinatown district, just sitting against the walls. Like, use him.
Wow, they never used him, did they?
No, they have never. Used him. I think he's a bounty, but bounties don't count.
They need to refocus on a lot of characters.
Yeah, like
I know Martian Manhunter is pretty much useless.
Yeah,
I mean.
And the Superboy, oh my goodness, I remember Superboy. They made such a big deal about it. Like, we finally won the 50-year lawsuit. We did it. We have him. Keep him in that one place.
And don't use him. Exactly. Superboy never showed up. Kid fucking Flash. Oh my god. Oh my Static. Oh my actual god. What the hell are they doing with him?
Yeah, like put in the
Why is he not actually
do a Teen Titans DLC because Titans the TV show is coming real soon. Do a Shazam one. Do an actual Justice League one. Do something fun.
I'm thinking the reason they're not using Static is because of the whole character embargo that they have right now. Because until DC actually uses him, like in the comics and everything, that nobody else can use him, basically.
Oh, that ended a while ago.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, with the Flash.
So,
like, that embargo, the thing is, nobody notices this. That embargo only existed because Christopher Nolan said it. Like, DC never came down and threw it. Christopher Nolan was like, if I'm using Batman, none of you can use Batman. And DC was like, alright. Deal.
No. No, there was like a big dispute over Static's character specifically.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Basically, like when they bought the rights to his character from Milestone Comics, somebody down the line fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Somebody down the line fucked up and basically didn't fully sign over the rights to DC, or basically they split the character in half, all Marvel, Sony style with Spider-Man type shit.
That explains why he looks so confused in Gotham.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't belong here. There's no big babies. Richie? Gear, where are you?
Yeah, so basically with New 52 Static, his book did not sell well at all. So I think Static's just on like layaway at the moment. Because when you think about it, that was supposed to be Virgil Hawkins, like in the future. So unless they plan on releasing a Static Rebirth,
I will gladly write Static. I'm just kidding. I'll only write my own comics. I don't think I could do Static. I don't know the character that well.
I do.
If they the thing is they make it so complicated. It's like just re-air Static Shock the show, or
just no, never mind. I'm not gonna say reboot it. I'm scared to. I'm scared
to
use that term anymore. I'm scared to use the. Oh god, I'm not gonna use the R word anymore.
You know what? No, don't reboot the show. Yes, reboot the show. Because I think everyone forgot one thing. Static already exists in another cartoon show they got. They need to use them. They call it Young Justice. In fact, I think he's in his own team. They need to use him.
Yeah. No. They're using him in Young Justice.
More.
See, the thing with Young Justice is they get to use whoever the fuck they want.
My style. That's what the thing about Young Justice is. Motherfucker over here talking about some goddamn metahuman slave shit. Motherfucking season 3 about metahuman super weapons being illegally fucking sold. Motherfucker stole my goddamn idea. Fuck you, DC. Motherfucker. What?
We're still on podcast. Anyway, basically, they can use whoever the fuck they want on Young Justice because the show is set in a brand new universe. But basically, Static can't be used in an already established universe unless DC uses him in the comics. I think that's how the terms of his character works. Basically, they can't use him in an already established universe. So if they want to use him, they got to create a whole new universe. Which is why the show existed and the DCAU, was able to use him type shit. So
sounds about right.
Yeah. Because of, how somebody fucked up down the line with his character, and yeah.
That's a good sandwich.
Nom nom. Also, is Jacoby muted again?
Yeah, he's both muted and deaf. I don't know why he's deaf.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So yeah, DC Universe Online, Assassin's Creed, a bunch of other stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm tier 3 with Wicked now. Within the span of 2 days.
That's good. That even though you can become tier 6, but I'm not gonna judge.
I'm not buying.
You don't have to buy anything. Why does everyone keep saying that? It just says reclaim a character. No, not reclaim. Turn a character up to CR 100 or something like that.
Yeah, you have to buy that.
I don't have to. I guess because I haven't used it. They give you one freebie. I think that is the dumbest idea.
I mean, maybe it's just that one character that you've just been
No, it's like, just
with.
imagine popping in. I haven't played the game in a while. Probably, when did the game come out? 2011? Haven't played the game since 2011. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, skip all the way to the beginning, to the end. It's like, cool. What is gear? When I started, we only had cloth. So what is all this? What is this? Who is that? Why is that?
Can you imagine? Oh shit. Can you imagine, like, just coming into this game after not playing it for 7 years? Oh god, that's almost 7 years.
I don't know why, but every time I keep hearing people who do that don't stick around as long. Like, they come in and they're like, wow, I'm done. They're not like, wow, this is amazing. They've added so much. They're just, wow, I'm done. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, because they don't feel like, trying to go back and figure it all out all over again. It's like nobody has that kind of time.
I find that to be
energy.
A dumb response. It's like, I don't have time to figure this out. Yeah, but you have time to go on a new MMO and figure that one out, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I guess people just feel like since they have all this new stuff, but it's not really anything like big, other than like the new mechanics and everything. It's like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep my eye out. I feel like for the longest, Daybreak has always wanted to actually finish Central City. There's just so much proof that they wanted to finish it.
There's way it's built. Glitch on PC. There's a glitch on PC to where you can run throughout the entire part of Central City that's like finished.
Yeah,
most of it is actually done. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, that's what going through my mind is like I remember going to see Central City the first day, and like when I saw the bridge, I was like, these guys are planning to add more. There's no way they did all this work. Like, if you look at Central City, it is beautiful. Like, it's got little storm clouds and everything. It's like, these guys aren't just keeping it. These guys are planning to use it. I can guarantee you now that the PS3 is gone, that's probably one of their first, like, main focuses. To get not only the Flash, the recognition he needs, or not needs, I think he's gotten enough, but his city needs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Central City doesn't. I mean, it needs to be an open world.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I hope they don't just open it up though. Like that, they're like, oh yeah, now you can put your base in there. It's like, so what? What are you doing there?
I mean, honestly, I'd be fine with that so long as they put a little bit of content in there.
That's what I was talking about. Like, just have an open base.
Yeah, I mean, nothing too major. Just sprinkle a little something in there. And then really just focus on adding in another city, like, I don't know, Atlantis. Sorry,
I don't want Atlantis. The reason I don't want Atlantis is because I don't feel like they've touched upon it enough.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Is like people have to realize is like, yes, we've seen Aquaman, but it's because of that friggin' like summer mission they had.
Well, yeah, Tides of War.
And then
but then it was like
the little Starro dude.
Starro was in Central City though.
No, Starro, like they had like those side mission things. One of them took you into like an Atlantis like area. So it's like those are the only times you really got to see Aquaman or Atlantis. But it's like I want them to at least build more with Aquaman than they have already.
Yeah.
Because right now, in all honesty, I don't know these characters that well. Like, I can personality-wise, I don't know who these characters are. Like, you can say they're the Flash, you can say they're Superman and Batman, but they don't generally come off as the characters. Batman definitely, because of course they're going to put all that effort into making Batman and Joker and Harley Quinn like the characters in the comic. But like Superman, I don't really see him or hear much of him doing like the most heroic of things. He doesn't really go give me advice like, man, I understand that you're having trouble with your powers. I remember when I was young, it's like when I see him, he's like, hello, hero. Welcome to the Hall of Justice. Or something like that. Like, these characters are kind of bland. They're one-sided. They're boring. Like, if I played a mission, like, a whole, like, raid with Aquaman, and all this dude does is talk shit, he's like, whoa! Yeah! Dig it. Stuff like that, I'd be like, okay, this Aquaman's a pretty chill Aquaman. You know what I mean? Like one of the greatest things about the characters is their personalities, and it's like when you walk up to them, you get starstruck. Like, wow, my character is right next to Superman. It's like, yeah, but he doesn't really act like Superman. Even in missions, he doesn't act like Superman. He'll fly up, he'll hit you with a little bit of a heat vision and ground slam, and he's done. He'll fly away afterwards. So I was like, I guess, alright then. That's fine.
I must be that powerful. Okay.
I love DC Universe Online. I would like to get back into it, but I don't know. Danny Ash continues to play it.
She does?
Yeah, she was really into the last DLC where the one that series always complained about. She's like, all you do is go on and you punch like 333 people and you're done.
Oh god, I hate that.
Danny loved the DLC. And I was like, I know people, like the way I explained to her was, I know people who just didn't like the DLC. I don't know how, but she came off saying like, there's always just really negative people in the world. And I was like, it's an opinion, but sure, you want to say that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so. Oh,
boy. I don't know.
I've been, mostly, if you're still listening, we've overstepped our bounds. We're almost at an hour. See? Only need 2 to 3 people to actually do a podcast. But, I've been thinking about, a J.T. TV show based in the CW verse. I think I already talked about like where I would place it. Thanks to Legend of Tomorrow, I now know of the Metahuman Act of 2021, which honestly is a more interesting storyline that they should have gone with instead of this Malice girl or guy or whatever.
Malice is a guy, I believe.
I really hope the big twist is it's Black Adam. Like that. No. It just feels like because of this girl is like, oh, my brother is like, instead of because she's her character is based off of Isis, the Egyptian. Oh, we've been demonetized. Great. The Egyptian.
No, I'm pretty sure our video just got blocked. You're gonna have to like edit that out.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not joking because I saw a bunch of emergency awesome videos.
No, we're fine. Yeah, we're so tiny. We're so tiny. We're fine. Yeah, I know though. I heard him see it. He was like, YouTube's having a little bit of algorithm problems, so I don't want to do it. I was like, Emergency Awesome, he's a pussy. But, ISIS.
Charlie.
Oh, yeah. ISIS. Issel. Bitch. Try me, YouTube. Where was I? I went off topic too much. Right, Isis. She's based off the Black Adam character. So it's like I would be so impressed if this was Black Adam. Like if they changed that one system, she's not his husband. I mean, she's not his wife. She's his sister. It's like I would totally forgive them for doing that if they bring Black Adam in.
Yeah, but I feel like they're doing the whole character embargo thing again to where
I don't know, for some strange reason they kind of brought him in the comics.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, like, because I know with the DCEU, they're like not using certain characters, and like basically characters who are being used in the DCEU, they're not gonna use in the show anymore. That's why Deadshot died in the CW verse. That's why, yeah.
Body. Nobody means no death.
You're right.
I feel
okay. That's why he, quote unquote, died.
I honestly thought they could have handled the disbanding of the Suicide Squad so much better. I feel like they brought King Shark in, and all of a sudden, like, nope, we're disbanding, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll just put him.
Where should I go?
We'll just make him a guard dog for an alien artifact. Don't worry.
Basically, that's wow. That's basically what he wanted to be into.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
But whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Well, you know what? Never mind. I take it back for the Black Adam because I really don't like the way White Canary is being portrayed. Did you see that last episode with the Dominator?
Dominator, nah.
All right. So in the past, you know how these acronyms are going on. So apparently, an anachronism or a time issue or something pulled a Dominator baby from the future
What the hell?
to the past when Ray was a little boy. So they did a little ET
Oh
thing.
yeah. That was a little. That was last week's episode. Yeah, I thought you were talking about this week's where they went up against the vampire or whatever.
Damien Dark.
Oh yeah, right.
I won't lie, that was probably the best scene.
That was dope.
Return of the Mac. I was like, oh snap! That man was just drinking stuff too. He's like,
and then just flinging people all over the place. I'm like, yo, my man's is back.
I like how they did the little Rip Hunter thing where he threw the device and it froze time, and I was like, why didn't he use that in the beginning? And then Damien broke out of it. I was like, oh, so it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, I got you.
So that's why. I mean, I don't know. I guess
first of all, I just want to make this understood. Hunter was able to freeze time, and Damien was able to break out of it, meaning that Damien could essentially beat Flash.
Oh shit!
So they overpowered him in that one scene.
I mean, yeah.
What is he, anyways? Because like one thing I just realized.
Yeah, that they never fully explained that. I was like, oh. Okay, so Malice is controlling Damien's butt. Wait.
Then Sarah came, and the first thing he goes like, "Oh, Legends." And I was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Yeah, and then he was like, "I remember every." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Exactly. I was like, "Wait, how do you know? Which Damien are you?"
I'm like, wait, who's speaking at the moment?
So I was like, I didn't see like most of the episodes, so I thought it was like an anachronism, like his body went through time and just ended up there. And then it's like, nope, that's just Damien from the past who just happens to remember his future.
No, it actually was the 2016 body of Damien Dark.
Oh, okay, so he went back in time.
Yeah, it was both. It was an anachronism. Because basically after he died, his body showed up in that time. But then it was
he's alive again.
That
is one of the most hardest to kill characters. Then they go through so much to bring him back. It's like, you know what? I have one idea of how to bring Damien Dark back. How? You see, his body's going to suck through a wormhole in the ground and end up in olden times, and a demonic force from the future is going to bring him back. You know what? You do you, Guggenheim. You do you.
I mean, I genuinely feel they badly needed somebody to play the villain, and they like the actor, so yeah. That's basically what I think it was.
Oh man, they give
like the actor
too much. Man, I went off topic though. Right, I was talking about the Legends of Tomorrow and the Justice Team show. It was like after the whole No. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Last topic we were talking about was last week's episode of Legends of Tomorrow with the Dominators. The scene where they ran into the forest, they met up with each other, and the Mother Dominator is catching up with them. You remember that? You know why that scene was annoying?
Why?
Right before that, Sarah had been knocked out, tied up, and mentally just like shoveled by this Dominator. The Dominator is now chasing her, and Sarah's like, "Hey, you guys go on. I need to pay back the Dominator for doing me in like that." And I was like, "This woman, she'll kill you. She will rip you apart like a tiny little chihuahua. Why are you? They try so hard to make her badass.
Yeah,
and it's ridiculous.
I don't like how they force it.
Like,
I don't.
Heatwave is generally just badass. Like, his character is perfectly fit for it. Like, at one point when she ordered him and he said, "What you gonna do about it?" and they got into each other's face, I was like, he will kill you. I don't care.
He'll try.
I don't care how much training you have. He will destroy you. Because he was trained for centuries. People keep forgetting that part.
That's right, he was.
People forget about that part.
I'm convinced he forgot that part. Because he still acts like an idiot.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he acts like an idiot. It's like, they really need to give him a place. Like, he also does have these hints. He's like, what is it? When Jax was like, "Oh, Stein's feeling weird," Heatwave was like, "Oh yeah, I noticed. I have an idea of why." And all this stuff. It's like, he's been paying attention. He's sticking around. But I don't like that he's a hero. I'm still a little upset about that. Mainly because I still want my rogues, and if he's on the ship, there's no way he's going to go off.
Yeah. I mean, they might just do the whole firestorm thing. Just make a new heat wave.
No.
It could work. It could work. Hear me out. It could work. Because they can make this one a meta. Like in the comics.
No.
Okay.
Anyways, so yeah. So that's one issue I didn't like Sarah Lance. Now go back a little bit further. The Metahuman Act of 2021, where metahumans are illegal. I would rather them... They create so many good storylines like that. It's like, deal with that. I'd rather learn what happened in 2021 to have that. Hold up. Okay, sorry. Hold up. Where is Orbital?
I have no clue.
I'm gonna contact him.
Orbital? Orbital, right. Where are you?
Alright, so, where was I? Right. 2021. I would first of all, they're already going into Flash going like, we don't know how you became a metahuman if you weren't in Central City. And then, now you're telling me there's an issue.
I think it was 2041.
It doesn't matter, because I just realized, like, even more stuff.
Yes, it's me.
Alright, hey, Orbital, we're talking about Flash stuff.
Okay,
Okay,
you're
so
alive.
This is officially... Okay, ignore all that other stuff about 2024. Ignore all the conversations we had. We're sticking on this one, and then we'll talk about the Justice Team TV show. This has to be the third time the particle accelerator activated and blew off.
Oh, yeah.
This is the third time it's happened. Right?
Yeah.
The first one was episode 1. Not even episode 1. Episode 0 of The Flash. The second time, I think, happened in the second season. And it happened again. Where are the extra metahumans?
Did it happen in the second season? Yes. Because, no. First time was episode 0.
It feels like there's a third time. There was a second time it happened.
Yeah, it was a second time. First time was episode 0. Second time was in season 1. Because Ronnie was there. And they tried to turn it off and it didn't work. So it went off and again, or
no. That's season 1. That's like reason I say season 0. I mean episode 0 is because Flash got hit by the particle accelerator in the after credits of an Arrow show. So that was episode 0. And then the Ronnie part you're talking about happened during that part or episode 0. But I strictly do remember there being. I feel like there was a second time the particle accelerator exploded.
Yeah, it was because Ronnie. Oh, no, that's right, they turned it off. Damn.
Yeah, it feels like there's another time, but even it doesn't matter because it went off again. So where are all these extra metahumans? Nobody keeps... Why is that building still up? This is the... Okay, let's
Why is the particle accelerator still there?
Exactly! Like, this is, like...
Why is
at one
it still
part, the
there?
cops have to be like, listen, we see... This is the fourth time this has happened. We need you to just strip this building down.
Yeah, like, this has got to go.
Like, the problem with Arrow is...
No, fuck that. Where are the feds? Where's Argus?
Like, the problem with Arrow is, I do not believe the Arrow team could survive this long. The problem with the Flash team is their building. Their building itself is just
basically, it's constantly trying to kill them.
And every time people keep making jokes, it's like, wow, you have no security in here, nothing.
Yeah. And it's like, that's easily the most dangerous place in the entire city.
Exactly.
And there's zero security whatsoever.
Yep, pretty much. Also, I just want to make it understood, I don't understand how time displacement works. Because Grodd is in one of the upcoming episodes. Somehow.
Yeah. Maybe it's before they took him to Earth, too.
Then he would definitely have memories of that. That seems like something he would boast about.
I mean, would he?
I've been taken back in time. I've moved between worlds. I am Grodd.
I mean, because, see, they could just erase his memory.
They've never done that before, but we'll see.
Yes, they did.
Well,
they do it all the time.
Would that work on a psychic gorilla?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Well, shit.
They just need to stop. Well, they need to sit down and think about it, because I know it's like a good idea to use the particle accelerator the way they did to defeat that woman, but again, it exploded. There should be more super metahumans. Also,
wait, what woman again?
The one with the bad luck.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Also, just a quick side note: did you see Arrow?
I did. It was phenomenal.
Did you notice that the vigilante knew that dark matter was what affected him?
Yeah, I was like, wait, how does he know?
Yeah, I was like, well, maybe he's one of those dudes who just looked really into it, but at the same time,
I'm saying, like, did he just do some research?
Like, I'm kind of curious as to how much of the world is actually understood in their universes. Like, does anyone actually know why the particle? Also, let's not talk about the Justice Team episode just yet. I also want to complain about the last Flash episode. That was the most painful thing I've ever had to watch.
Oh god, hashtag feminism.
Yeah, I normally don't have to complain, but that was disgusting.
That was actual garbage. I'm sorry, that show was bad. I mean, not the show. The fucking episode was bad.
Like, I wasn't even going to talk about the girls. I was going to talk about the fact that Harrison Wells walked through a police station and no one arrested him.
Yeah,
I was like, when was this fixed? I was like, when was this issue fixed?
Flashpoint? Like, is he just not a criminal anymore?
Exactly. Like, why is he the one not in bars in the first place? He was. I'll take those 3, 4.
As far as they know, he's just Earth One Harry.
Exactly.
Earth One Harrison Wells, aka Eobard Thawne, the guy who openly admitted to killing Barry's mom.
Exactly. That's one thing that's exactly what I mean. Is like, how much of the world does everyone in the Flash or Arrowverse understand? Does anyone actually know that it wasn't like Harrison Wells who was Harrison Wells? It was another dude or something. Like, how much does this world actually understand?
I think it's like a similar concept as to like seeing a serial killer like on the street. Like, you wouldn't notice him at first glance. So long as he doesn't like talk to anybody, you just think he's like a normal guy.
But then again, it's not a normal dude. It's Harrison Wells himself. Like, it's the dude who created the particle accelerator that created superheroes. You would recognize his face.
I mean, I'm thinking here's the official story that, the Star Labs people told everybody. Particle accelerator went off, wave of dark matter hit everybody, everybody who got hit, some people got superpowers, some people didn't. People got superpowers and matters. So, yeah. You got supervillains and superheroes.
Mainly supervillains. It mainly comes into supervillains. Like,
yeah, so it's like they know that they got hit with the dark matter, know that they came from Star Labs, but they don't know why the particle accelerator went off in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think they explained that part like way back in episode 1.
They were like, I know the particle accelerator did... Wait a minute. I just remembered, in the first season, Harrison Wells named off a number of people who the particle accelerator affected. One of them being Ralph Dibny.
He did. Oh shit, that's right, he did. Oh wow, they've been planning this for...
No, they haven't. They haven't. I mean, yes, they were like, everybody who was named there would probably get hinted or get told about. But Ralph Dibny was one of the people who was affected by the particle accelerator. Harrison even mentions it. And then this season comes up and Barry's like, Ralph Dibny? I haven't heard that name in years. He's a dirty, crooked cop. And I was like, wait, what? What? What are you talking about? He was in the...
Oh, yeah. I guess it was just like heat of the moment that just kind of went over his head. Wait, was he there when he started naming people?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because he was like... Because it was a meta that he confronted. And he was like, do you even remember what their names were? Do you even remember who they were?
Yeah, he was saying... Barry was there. Barry was there because it was Blackout. It was the dude who took his powers. He didn't have powers.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And he had to, like, get shocked with lightning.
Yeah,
or, like, 1,000 volts.
because that works.
Basically, it was like
I think if the
he
Flash
drained most of
actually
the
got
speed
hit
force
by,
from his body.
I think if the Flash actually got hit by lightning, he would die.
Yeah. Basically, Blackout drained most of the speed force from his body, and then it was like the remains that he had left was sort of like dying embers after like a fire or whatever. So Barry had to like get hit with like some electricity to basically restart the fire.
They need to stop that Flash stuff. Every time he loses his powers, it's like, oh no, there's some leftovers. They'll come back.
I mean, that didn't happen with Zoom.
It did.
Zoom took everything.
It came back.
It came back.
Remember when he snapped that boy's back like he was Bane? Everyone's like, oh my god, he's going to be out for months. Next episode. This was a fun wheelchair. All right, let's go. Let's go for a run.
Yeah, it did take him like... No, it took him like 2 episodes to recover, because right after that, Garage showed up, and it was like, oh shit, Barry can't run. What do we do?
We wait 15 minutes.
Oh shit, that's right. Garage showed up twice in season 2. Wow.
Yeah, and it was depressing when he showed up in season 3. That was a waste of a story. But at least we have the new Salt.
I mean, I feel like that whole deal with Attack on Central City, that was just like not good. I mean, but
you know what was worse?
Like Barry, you can't solo Grodd. So what do you think you, Jesse, and Wally are gonna do against the army of him?
Yeah, you know what was worse? You know what's worse than that? That last episode of Flash with those women. That was horrible.
Yeah, that was
like there was so many questions I had. Like Killer Frost popped in, and Killer Frost was like, "I don't even understand Killer Frost's character anymore."
I don't either.
Like someone in the comments said the dumbest thing is like, "Why does her powers make her evil?" And it was like, "Oh, when her powers activate, her body freezes, so her heart turns cold." And I was like, "That is just why Hitler was able to come to power." That's the type of thoughts that happens.
I genuinely don't fully comprehend why she turns evil either. I just thought about it like Flashpoint sort of fucked everything up, and yeah, I just chalk it all up to Flashpoint because from a practical standpoint, it really makes 0 sense. It really does. Like, I don't know. Then again, it's like when you think about it, you could say that, okay, maybe Caitlin has schizophrenia from being neglected as a child or whatever. You know, something like that. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. Where's Ash? Get Ash on the stream. Maybe she'll tell you the ins and outs of the psychological aspect. But basically, I feel like you could just say, okay, so since her dad died, you know, she developed like minor schizophrenia, and it only got worse when she got her powers or whatever. Or like she had a dormant personality, you know, a dormant side to her personality.
Like Magenta, I could understand her. She was actually abused, so it makes sense that not her powers, but it's like, I guess it also has that conversation we had a few podcasts ago when I was saying when you get power, it does corrupt you. But it's like when she has her powers, it legitimately turns her into another person. When Frankie has her powers, she's already mentally unstable. Like, I feel like she already had another personality, but when the powers finally came, it just finally manifested to the point where it's like, I don't want to be abused no more.
Yeah,
Caitlyn had nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Caitlyn had friends. I do like one thing though that they actually called it out when Irish was helping her. Caitlyn was like, "Bitch, we never really talked over the past 3 seasons. Who are you?"
We've never really talked. I mean, you're my work friend, but
exactly,
we don't really fuck with each other.
Exactly. Your husband kissed me, kind of. Someone who looked like your husband kissed me, and I liked it.
She did kiss him.
Yep. Oh man, that episode though was like, there's so much wrong with it that I don't even know where to begin. Though it's like we could go from the beginning where like the eye dude walked up on Caitlyn, and then when they were at the bachelorette party, let's start from there. Let's review this episode from there. Wicket. Oh boy. All right. I guess Wicket either lost connection or something. So the episode like started off with them doing the whole bachelorette stuff. That's not important. What happens is the eye dude from
sorry about that. Got a phone call.
Yeah, bet you are. I was just talking about the beginning of the show when the eye dude attacked them at the bachelorette party.
Oh god,
that annoyed me. I was like, "Are you a meta or an alien?"
I'm like, "Are you just like what are you?"
And then the way he talked, he was like, "I can take her," and I was like, "There's no way you can take her." Have fun though. Last time, like I remember the Flash tried taking her, and he didn't last that long. So I doubt you and your xenomorph eye thing are gonna last long. Either.
I was really confused. I was like, "Why? What?" I'm like, "What?"
He's like, "We've been waiting to see you again." And she just knocked him out the room, and I was like, "Exactly what would have happened."
Why is she scared of him? I'm like, why are you scared of this? Because see, when the eye thing happened, I figured he was about to transform into like a whole lizard man or something.
Yeah, nope. I didn't even
think about
that. It was like,
just the eye.
It's harmless.
Huh? I mean, like, literally all you have to do is grab a knife and just cut it off.
Exactly. And then, like, that's the weirdest thing. After she killed him, she drinks the bottle. And it's like, okay, I guess that's cool, but she doesn't, like, freak out. She just looks down and she's like, ugh, wearing something hideous. I was like, that doesn't feel like the same Killer Frost from last season. I feel like the last Killer Frost would have probably turned around and killed you three. Just saying.
Yeah, she would have, or I guess not.
And then later on,
that was never fully explained.
Yeah, and then later on, like what was it? In the Star Labs when they had that little talk, it's just like she has power, she's trying to run away. Friggin' Iris is over here trying to talk her back in. And I was thinking to myself like. She's like, oh, I don't know. She went to the club to kill that woman. And might I add, I died laughing when I saw that woman the second time under the bridge.
Oh.
And they had to carry a bucket. That is the most ridiculous thing.
I'm like, why are they going with this? I'm like, first of all, she literally had metal all around her.
Like, she walked up with that bucket like, you thought you could run from me? I would have been like, well, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Did you really carry that bucket down from the basement?
For real.
Walk through the city just to find me?
I mean, it's like, why didn't she just, use her powers to make the...
I think the BS thing they were trying to do is explain that she can only utilize a certain type of metal. I think that's it too, because I was complaining about it. I was like, so where does she just find all this specific metal? Where do you get it from?
Yeah. Like, is it mine? Does she have a mining operation?
And then
does she have a buyer?
And then it's like, oh, a pregnant woman, a nerd, and a reporter try to break up a drug or a human trafficking drug deal. Yeah.
Oh, I really hated that. A pregnant cop, a
DA.
Reporter,
a lawyer,
a high-tech nerd, and a DA, a pregnant DA. One of the world's greatest hackers, but still pretty fucking useless when you think about it. Mm-hmm. A metahuman who can't control her powers.
Who wasn't even there. She left.
Yeah, and the reporter tried to take down a drug ring.
Yeah, they're heroes.
And then they succeed. Sort of.
I'm so happy they almost failed at least. Because that shows you, like, in this world, you don't do this. Like, at least they showed that the woman with the bucket was at least dangerous. Like, those two cops ran up on her, and she literally just didn't move an inch. And she killed them. I was like, okay, she's dangerous. She literally beat the Killer Frost out of Caitlyn. I was like,
yeah, that was hilarious.
And somehow,
I'm sorry, that
was good.
It was good. That part was nice.
She deserved it.
Okay.
She needed that.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, man. What else happened?
I was like, okay. Well,
Then they arrested her. one thing that annoyed me was the crying dude. After they cut him down, they're like, "Don't worry, the cops are here." And he's like, "Get away from me," and ran off.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Get away from me." I'm like, "Bitch, what?" I'm like, "If you don't get your punk ass back here."
Yeah, I was like, "Where are you gonna go?"
He just ran right past them and
into the
nobody
dark.
tried to stop him. Yeah.
I don't know where he was running. He climbed a fence. I was like, where were you going in the first place? I was just going to keep on running. I don't care where.
Exactly, because the fuck... Thinker flying after him in his floating fucking chair.
His Mobius chair.
Exactly. Oh my god. I'm like, okay, so Thinker's Metron now? Like, what the fuck?
He's like, you're not going anywhere. And then he just shot him with a laser. Pew! I feel like that laser was a stun laser. I would love in the next episode there's just like a puddle of blood everywhere. And I was like, oh. How do you find a person with powers like that?
I don't know. There's so many things wrong. There's so many things right and wrong about this season. I don't even know where to start.
I'm just talking about this episode. Like, the woman is... Like, Caitlyn, I like how Caitlyn was like, this woman has had a drug or a illegal weapons or something smuggling operation going on for the past 4 years under our noses, and she's had superpowers, and we have never been able to stop her, or we didn't even know she existed. And I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but then it was like, you know what, we're gonna take her on anyway.
Yeah, there she goes.
What?
There she goes. This episode had everything it didn't need. At least, like, the male side of it was interesting to me, at least.
It was funny.
Not to sound sexist, but like when the dude broke Dibney's customer of the month, he was like, ah! He didn't even use his stretching powers. He was just like, did you actually see how hard, like, weak he looked when he was punching that man? Like,
yeah. I'm like, dude. Oh, Dibney. Dibney? Was it Ralph? It was Dibney. Yeah. I was like, oh man.
I love this thing though. He was like, man, what was it? He was like, she was the DA's daughter was explaining what she was doing.
That's it. Oh my god.
And the weird thing is too, when I was hearing her, I was like, I've heard this explanation before. So it wasn't like shocking to me. It's like, I've heard this before. So it's whatever. But Dibney was just like, hey, I'm offering for naked women. Feminism. Cisco's face was just like, what? What did you say?
I was like, wait, but still though, it's like, I don't fully understand what exactly she was trying to accomplish.
Well,
because I get that it was for research for her book.
I guess to her it was like the idea of, to most people, a stripper is just is a low reputable person. But if you are a person who's doing it to support your family and support yourself and to come out on top, like, oh, you strip at night and you go to school and all that, that's the side of being a stripper that a lot of people overlook. And I feel like that's probably what she was trying to do, but it was interesting because they went the route where it was like, Joe was like, I know why you're doing it, but do you know why you're keeping it a secret from your mother?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so she's just doing it and she doesn't know why she's doing it this way. But at least she quit her job, so it was like, okay, so I'm kind of curious. I'm curious.
I'm like, what? Yeah, it was like, it's like she knew she was taking it too far, but she was doing it anyway. It was like, okay. And I feel I guess some part of her liked it.
And I feel like it was also more of a Joe thing. It was like trying to show that Joe's 2 kids is the Flash and one of Central City's. Is she even a reporter still? What is she?
Oh shit!
Her boss was killed. What did she...
her boss was killed, and I guess she's the leader of Team Flash now. So,
do you get paid working for them? Who's paying these people?
Yeah, I'm saying apparently they must get paid. I don't know who
like
pays them.
They even said it to Dibney. It's like, we'll pay you. It's like, what do you wait? What? Where is this money coming from?
I'm saying I don't fully understand who pays them. Because Barry owns Star Labs. I'm like, is Barry rich? Is that what's happening? Did Oliver make a donation? I don't understand.
This is for another podcast entirely. It's like, who pays the Flash?
Where does the Flash's money come from?
I would freak out so much if we go like they actually answer that. It's like it's from an anonymous source from Gotham City. We don't really know who it is. Like one day we'll figure it out.
That would be amazing.
It would.
That would just be. But it's like
and they utilize it differently
easy.
too. It's like, oh, my name is Bruce Wayne. I know you're a metahuman. It's like all this time. He's not like the Batman we normally know. If he's a Batman who's like, I sit down and I've been watching people from a distance. I train them to go out. And what's the thing? And they switch it up. They go like, my first sidekick died. This was 2 years into me being a vigilante, and I stopped. After I saw Oliver Queen become a vigilante, after I found out you were the Flash, I had been putting resources into helping you. Harrison Wells, I knew there was something off about him. At least he didn't tell you about my secret. And I was like, I would go with that. I would be like, that is amazing. That is the Batman we need. A Batman who's more analytical than physical.
That would be one that could work. Also, Carl Urban.
What about Carl Urban? Oh, the actor?
Perfect choice.
Oh,
yeah, perfect choice.
I don't know what he looks like. I'll look him up later. But yeah, I would love that. But another podcast. We can do this for another one.
Look, I will send you a link to a fan-made Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths trailer. Carl Urban as Bruce Wayne would be perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, that's an idea we're gonna have to save for the next podcast because I like that idea of a Batman that's not physical. He's just like they switch it. Like I said, if they're gonna have fun with it, at least switch some of the stuff up. Don't make Isis Black Adam's wife. Make it her sister. Make him her brother and sister type thing. Don't make Dick Grayson Batman's first sidekick. Make Jason Todd. Boom. Swipe him, and then
that would be cool.
Later on, you can add is like. Instead of Jason Todd coming back, oh, you failed me. Jason Todd comes back like, not only did you let me die, you let more people into that suit. I would be like, okay. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yo, that would be cool.
That just, wow. DC.
That would be dope.
DC, where's my paycheck? Because I need like some royalty fees for that. Like, oh my God.
See, that's the whole thing about the multiverse.
I want to write that right now.
You can do whatever you want with the multiverse. It's like DC's way of thinking is so limited because they're so scared of what the fans will, think about it all. And it's like, man,
no, Wicked, you don't understand how amped just saying that out loud to myself just put me as like. Wow, a Jason Todd that just said that. That would make my day. You put other people in that suit. You let other people become Robin. Alright, I need to stop because I'm having... My heart's beating.
Breathe. Slow breathing.
I don't know how this thing started turning on again. Alright, go back to sleep. Alright, where were we? Flash, Batman. Alright, I think we finished all the Flash stuff.
Cool.
Alright, back to the You tired, boy?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Said last time. Back to the Justice Team.
Alright.
Justice Team.
See.
Legends of Tomorrow. I would place them in that. I feel like they would fit better. My idea was if we're gonna do it like that, have the main Justice Teams, like from the actual comics, jump into their world, into the Flash world, and like not every one of them, like maybe 2 or 3, and they're chasing down an Injustice Team. And result of that, Blur would run across or save a young man in Central City. After all of that, they go home. They're like, all right, fake ass Team Flash, see ya. They go home. Now that Blur on Flash's Earth is, so I can act, is a young African American male who then finds like not affection, but like what's the word I'm looking? Worshiping Blur to the point where it's like in the future he gets his powers. He's a speedster, not like the Flash, but like he's just a normal speedster. By the way, you notice that all the supervillains and all the metahumans got their powers from the Speed Force?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I really, really did.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'm fine with that, so long as they don't do it again. Because this has to be the last time. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Unless they do another Speedster, this has to be the absolute last time.
Yeah.
I can accept this.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
They've already done it 3 times now.
Yeah, I know.
3.
I know. I've said some stuff like I go off topic, but by default, every superpower at this point should be a force. Like Weather Wizard's power should be the Weather Force at this point, by the science, the way the Flash is explaining it. Like the Weather Force, the Peekaboo Force. What else is there? The Bad Luck.
Actually, that's a thing. That is a thing.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Quantum causality.
I bet it is.
Which is basically just bad luck. Fancy sciencey way of saying bad luck.
Anyways,
Quantum causality.
So the Justice Teens go back to their normal world. In the future, Blur, the young African American becomes Blur, and he's like, I need to create these metahumans to help battle this. What was the Metahuman Act? I need to help do this. That's my job. I'm going to take the name The Blur because the man that helped save me years ago. Because he's probably dead, not knowing that he's from another universe. So it's like he does that. For some reason, in my mind, I don't want the team to be good. I want them to nearly die in their second episode. That way you can understand is they are teenagers. They are bad at this. They are bad at this. This is an unforgiven world. Like the first time the Flash went out to beat a supervillain, he won. These guys are not doing that. And I want the whole first season just team growth. They're trying to survive. They're trying to beat Argus and hold their ground. That's just what I want. That's what I want for the Justice Teens. And I want every freaking episode, I want their outfits to be cut up or damaged and bruised. So you at least, because there's no way that Flash managed to keep that exact same outfit every time Caitlin stabbed him in the leg.
Yeah, I mean, unless Cisco repaired it every single time.
I want to watch him repair his suit. I really do.
Because I really want to know what the suit's made out of.
I want to see if he sits there at a sewing pen and just...
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Well, I guess it's probably what he used to do, because he has a new suit now, which he put armor in. So I guess he can't get stabbed anymore?
I don't know.
Question mark.
Yeah. Alright, well, that's my idea for the Justice Team Season 1. Just team building. I don't know what I'm going to do for Season 2. Maybe hint at the Injustice Teams. I don't know. That's pretty much what I'm doing for the Machinima. Season 2 is the Justice Teams.
Yeah. For Season 1, yeah, we pretty much got that wrapped up. Season 3, what are we doing?
Finish Season 1. That's what we're doing for Season 3. Anyways, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. We have overstayed our welcome. We should really start collecting people for Fortnite or testing out the system so we can do it tomorrow. So, in the meantime, we hope you guys did. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you didn't notice, Orbital did pop out, so he's just probably going to say it's me when I say it's Orbital. So, I don't know how to take us out. There's just you and I.
Okay. I'm Wicked. This is the illustrious leader Blur. Orbital's I'm Lunkhead, and you guys have a good night.
Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get access to our videos whenever we drop a new one, which is every 2 weeks. If you want to show support for the channel, like, comment, share with your friends and family, and that's about it. Oh, Links in description below.
Bye.
You know what? No, I didn't do this right. I'm Blur, Leo Young, and this is Wicked. We hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get access to that little bell. Hit the bell so you can get notified for our next podcast or the JT Plays, which is probably going to come out yesterday or tomorrow, depending on if we actually get it done. And if you want to show support for the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And if you want to, please, for the love of all God, donate to our Patreon. It does not exist. I'm just kidding.
We should really set one up, though.
No.
Anyway, bye.
See ya.